Welcome to Growing Seeds Educational Services. I'm your host, Dr. Rayanne King, and welcome to the tour of my digital office. I'm so excited. I had so much fun making my digital office, and I'm actually having a lot of fun utilizing it. So this video is going to kind of explain how I created it, and I'm going to kind of show you some little tricks I've done and how I'm utilizing it every day. So this is my front door. Like any office, you should have a door. If you don't, you need one. And on my door, there's a welcome sign. And I put that welcome sign there because I want to invite people in. And throughout the year, I will be changing the decor on my door with the seasons and with the holidays. So when it's Christmas, there'll be a snowman, some lights. For Halloween, I'll put some ghosts and some bats. And kind of like I would do at my actual office, decorate my surroundings. Also, I put a plaque on the door. It says Dr. King's office. You should always let people know where they're going. Once you transition your mind to stop thinking that this is just a Google slide, because that's what it is. I created in Google Slide. But start thinking like, oh, wow, this is my office. It changes your perspective and how you feel about your digital space. So whenever I need to use my office for anything, I change it nightly. So just like when I write my day planner every day, once I know what I'm doing, what meetings I have going, if it's the next day, I will change my office around and leave a message on the front door. So when people come to my digital office, they'll know what to expect, where to go. So I have a training tomorrow, and I'm actually at a new school, and the teachers, they're a little bit of an older staff, so they're not as tech savvy. So I'm introducing a lot of technology to them, but you don't want to make people feel as though they can't figure out how to use it. So I left a note on the front door. Well, I left a note of me saying, greetings, please make your way to slide number 7, which is my digital training room. When you get there, you'll see Miss Daffin and Mr. Lassner are already there. So I didn't tell them to click to slide number 7. I told them to make their way. I want them to feel as though they're in my space. I want them to feel like, oh, wow. And I said my digital training room because it is my digital space. Now, because I'm new to this school, I asked 2 veteran teachers to send me their Bitmojis because I wanted to put them in there. So one, it'll be an identifier to the teachers that they're at the right room. And then also just to like bring people aboard and make them feel a part of this process and me being new here as a school leader. So let's go ahead and do the rest of the tour. Now, lastly, before we do the rest of the tour, if you start asking people for their Bitmojis, label them and save them in like a document, because as people come to you throughout the year, you want to be able to, put their Bitmoji in there and make them feel as though they are really in your space. So let's keep going. So couldn't figure out how to get to the next room. So this is my desk area. And I like maps, so I put a map up. And this is my chalkboard listing all of my resources in this spot. So it says click on the books in the bookshelf. So on here, I have more than just books. I have a speaker for my technology. I have a data binder. I have a small workbook. I have math curriculum, math resource test information, and I have my YouTube, Dr. King. Because this is for work, I don't have my Growing Seeds YouTube. I only have my work YouTube. Now, my friend was like, you do not have them in order like they are in the bookshelf. And I was like, girl, I don't care. I don't care. So this room where my desk is kind of like my work area. The reason it's a work area is because this is where I'm working. I at my new school, I am the data coach, I am the math lead, and I am the testing coordinator. I know a lot of jobs. But this space is my workspace. And my work is not for me to hold on to and keep. My work is a resource to the teachers, a support to our students, and what I do to help the school. So that's why they're listed on the bookshelf. When you click on these actual items, it takes you to a wakelet. And I'll explain the wakelet a little bit at the end, but there's another video going to be coming about wakelets. But this is where I'm housing all of these resources. So let's leave my kind of resource room, my work room, and let's go to the next room. So my next room is actually my poster room. And I have 3 posters back to back. And this one is for distance learning expectations. It's actually been going around the internet. And a friend of mine sent it to me and I just changed out my Bitmojis. And I don't know if you noticed the butterfly up front. It was my friend who hacked into mine. She has editing rights. I love her. And she was like, why don't you make it where your teachers can just copy the slides easy? And I was like, oh, I didn't think about that. And so on each one of these, she put a copy. And all the teachers have to do is go up here and click it. And it will take them to a view only PowerPoint where they can make a copy, go in and change their Bitmojis and utilize it for their students. I got the one they have for Zoom and just changed my Bitmojis again and made it where it's able to copy for my teachers. I did it also with Google Meet, same process, and then copy for the teachers. Now let's go to my conference room. So this is my conference room. And in my conference room, I want it to be very inviting and very intimate because conferences with teachers, a lot of times I've been doing this for several years. Conferences with teachers can be a very intimate process, and you want to make sure that you have teachers' trust. You want them to feel comfortable sharing with you. You want them to feel as though and believe that you are here to support them, and that is not a you versus them. So that's why I have the sofa. The Bitmojis that I have collected, if say I have a meeting with a teacher, once I have their Bitmoji, if it's a conference, I will put their Bitmoji on the sofa and they will be told to go to the conference room and click on the words virtual office space or the Zoom. And my district bought Zoom, so I have a personal room. It comes with it. And my personal room is linked here. So all the teachers have to do is go to my personal room, and all they have to do is go into the personal room and click this link, and it'll take them to the virtual Zoom room where we'll meet. Or I could just tell teachers, hey, whenever you get a chance, go to the conference space. We need to just kind of run through some stuff. I'll be in my office. I'll be in my conference office. So that means they can just come to this conference room, click it, and just meet me inside Zoom. And my password changes constantly because, like anything, you should not share somebody's Google Classroom, and because that's their office, their Google Office space, and you should not share their Zoom password because that's personal sometimes too. Because you don't want just anybody coming to your space. Okay. But in my office, I decorated, put a picture of me and my mom up. I put a rug, some pillows. I love peacocks. So I put a peacock up there, and I'm just sitting on the sofa with my laptop. Let's go to my final room, which is the room I told the teachers to meet me at, which is my training room. And in this training room, Mr. Lassner and Miss Dafton are here. There's a poster up here. I wanted it to be a canvas poke looking poster, but you see this one right here in this brown jacket, Felicia. She is the one that came in and edited, which she and the other friend next to her, Tamika, they have editing rights. So I did that because they're amazing. We work from the same district. I know once they go in and if they see something that doesn't work, they'll just go in and fix it for me instead of like giving me 20 different things I need to fix. And I trust them. So Felicia felt like it was better to have a frame around this poster, and it's inspirational. Always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And I like peacocks, so I have a peacock. My whiteboard's here. On my whiteboard, I can actually utilize like or I can do Jamboard. Say I'm having a training with teachers or I'm working with them, and we have a really great thing on Jamboard. I could take a screenshot and put it on my whiteboard, my smart board. And here's me saying another message. Please click both the Math Bridge training and the Zoom link. These links are on the monitor. Thank you. So above my head, you'll see Math Bridges, the Math Bridge training and the Zoom link, and then the password, which does not work because it got changed. So that right there is my little space, and the teachers are going to come to this room and click on these things, and it will take them to other places. So I wanted to explain a little bit how I'm using this as a resource. So like I said, these people are all on a document with their names. So if Mrs. Daphne needs to meet with me or if I schedule a meeting with her on Thursday, I might just take her and put her in my conference room. And me and her can, meet in there. But let me go into my resource room, my little workspace, and let me show you some of the resources. So let's go to math resources. So I clicked on it and it's taking me to this Wakelet. And on this Wakelet, I have my little quote about math from W.E.D. Du Bois. Yes. So Wakelet's a great place to store information and content. So here's my resources, tools for teachers to use when creating, developing, and implementing their lessons. And all the teachers have to do is come here for their math resources, and they can click on them and learn whatever it is. So say they need some math manipulatives, like a number line, they can click on this and it will take them automatically to a number line that they can use with their students during instruction. So that's how the Wakelets work. If you're worried about like security, like my data binder, my data Wakelet, as it opens up, again, I have something right here. So you have inequality, equality, equity, but then justice, which is even better. Allow data to bring not just equality to education, but justice for all students is my thing. This is our data corner. I have my Flipgrid in here, and then I have like our overall data. I have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and access. So you might be saying, oh my God, with Wakelet, if you have the link, you can access it. That's dangerous. Well, one, again, like I said, you have to have the link to access this. And number two, because these are Google files, Google Drives, they're restricted. Only people from my school have access to this information. So it's not as though, anybody could come in my Wakelet that gets the site and go straight to my students' data. No, you have to be on the actual Google Drive to be able to access it. If not, it'll say restricted. And testing, I did the same thing. Math curriculum, technology, kind of did the same thing with Wakelet. And it's just a great way to store information and be creative and just make your life a lot easier. So I put some YouTubers that are really amazing and really great, and I put some more resources. All right, so you might be saying, how did you build this amazing space? First thing you want to do when you're building your Wakelet is go to Google. And let's say I'm looking for a frame. Let's go with the wood frame. It would go here. Now I'm going to go here to tools and click it. Then, I'm going to go to images first. Then I'm going to go to tools and click it. Then I'm going to color, and then I'm going to go to transparent. And it's really important that you get transparent. And you don't want to just go here and right click it and copy, because it's going to copy all of the white. You want to actually click on the frame and make sure that the outside area has the transparent and the middle is. Same thing with like a rose bush. You want to make sure you find a rose bush that, like, say you want to use these roses. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So you see how transparent it is behind it? You can just copy it and take it, copy image, and then take it to your Google Slides and put it in there. So it's really kind of easy to find the images. You just gotta know what you want and get your decorating spirit together. So that's the end of my tour, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed showing you. All right, have a fantastic school year and come back to Growing Seeds Educational Services YouTube. Like and subscribe and share this with everybody. Bye, guys.